Hey guys, I'm Teldo, and in today's episode of Teldo Daily, I'm going to be talking about my favorite kit, the Bomb Kit.
Getting healthy.
And it's my favorite kit for many reasons. It's really good for dealing damage, kiting enemies, and zoning enemies, but it's also amazing for utility purposes. You can do a lot of stuff with the Bomb Kit. It has combo finishes and it has combo fields, and it has a lot of stuff to just force your enemy off a node or to run away from you. I love the bomb kit, and I'm going to explain a few things about the bomb kit. Gonna give a brief overview over all the skills real quick. Gonna explain what they do and what they can be used for, and then I will go a little bit more into detail. We'll explain a few combos, and regarding combo finishers and blast finishers, I'm going to make another video about that. But for now, let's start with the quick overview. So we have the normal bomb. It goes off after a second, just like all the other bombs except for the big bomb, and it deals 540 damage. I'm sorry. It doesn't do anything else, so that's not really useful in condition builds. Can be useful sometimes if you want to deal a little bit of extra condition, direct damage. That is probably the best thing you can do. But yeah, it's decently useful in power builds, but the bomb kit itself doesn't offer enough for most power builds to be used in. Then we have the fire bomb. It has a radius of 240, and I'm going to lay it down so you can see how big that radius is. It's pretty decent. It's pretty big now, actually. It used to be a lot smaller. And it ticks for 3 seconds and applies burning every second, and also a tiny direct damage tick, but the direct damage tick is not very important. But as you can see, I applied 14 seconds of burning here. I'm not sure, I think my my trait also procced here, so the burning is a little bit longer. Wait, here it is, incendiary powder, applies 5 seconds of burning, but still, it's a lot of damage as you can see. Normally it would like go until here, the health bar that he lost, but still, it's good damage, or maybe here. It's good damage, and it allows you to zone enemies just for like laying down a bomb in 1 second. It has no cast time or anything. It just has a delay when it blows off, and that's the amazing thing that I love about the bomb kit. Then next we have the Concussion bomb. It applies 5 stacks of Confusion, and yeah, the 5 stacks of Confusion are really good. It's a lot of damage when your enemy casts abilities while it's up on them. So at least, for example, our engineers, they take extra much damage because they cast a lot of stuff. If they don't have condition removal, they will take huge amounts of damage from that. And on a side note, the Concussion bomb also has the same radius like the fire bomb. You won't see the radius around the Concussion bomb, but that's the radius of it. So I would hit the heavy golem. Oh no, I don't hit him quite from here. Oh, that was pretty close though. Yeah, okay, so I would hit him from here though. Then we have the smoke bomb. It lasts for 4 seconds and it applies 3 stacks, not 3 stacks, it applies 3 blinds through that time. And it's also a smoke finisher, a smoke combo field, I'm sorry. It's really, really useful, especially the smoke field. I will explain this in another video a little bit more, but I'm gonna just give you a quick overview. Same radius again, you can use one blast finisher to just stealth in it. And it also applies the blinds, just as I said. So it will apply a blind when the bomb goes off right away. Then it will apply 1 blind at 2 seconds and 1 at 4 seconds. It's especially useful if you're fighting on a node and you want a little bit more survivability, especially against many enemies. Blinding them a few times can, like, it can blind a fire grab or something like that, which would deal, I don't know, 4k damage to you or something like that. It can be really useful and can allow you to survive a lot longer. So always use that if you're trying to survive a bit longer. And then we have the glue bomb. Pretty underrated, especially by new players. You need to get used to it first so you understand how useful it actually is. When I played Engineer like a year ago, or half a year ago even still, I didn't use this as much and I didn't combo as much with it, but this bomb is really important to combo stuff up. When you lay it down, after a second it will blow up, just like the other bombs, and it will apply an immobilize right away when it blows up. And after that it will apply cripple every second for 3 seconds. So if you hit that immobilize on an enemy, you can combo it up with other stuff, and I'm going to explain that a little bit more in detail later. But yeah, that's really useful. Also, the cripple field is very useful to kite around enemies, and it's especially really good on nodes. Once again, all bombs are really good on nodes. And last but not least, we have the big bomb. It has a it needs 3 seconds until it blows up. It deals 1000 damage, and it launches your enemies. So look at this. That's a big bomb, and when it blows up, it will CC your enemy for quite some time. It's really useful. It's really, really useful, especially because it has such a short cooldown. And yeah, it's also a blast finisher, so you can use that once again for a lot of nice combos that I'm going to explain in another Teldo Daily. But I'm going to explain a few of the combos now with Glue Bomb. So one thing to keep in mind, once again, all bombs have 1 second delay until they blow up, except for the big bomb. So if you lay down a glue bomb and follow it up with another bomb right away, the enemy will be immobilized when the second bomb goes off. So that means when you hit the first bomb, you're gonna hit the second bomb as well. And if you're that close to an enemy like I am right now, he needs to use a cooldown or a dodge roll to get away from the glue bomb, because the radius will hit him if he just tries to walk away. And if you just force something like that, it's already worth it. So when you're that close to an enemy, lay down the glue bomb and follow it up with some other bomb. Concussion bomb is the best choice. If you don't have it, use a fire bomb. And with that, you force a dodge, or if you hit him, you apply a lot of pressure with it. Another combo, I can't show it because it's still on cooldown, but you can lay down a big bomb and follow it up by a glue bomb right away. The big bomb needs 3 seconds to blow off. The glue bomb needs like a second until you can lay it down because there's a global cooldown, and then another second to go off as well. So I'm gonna do it here. Big bomb, glue bomb. As you can see, he will be immobilized when the big bomb goes off. It's really close, but it's just enough. And that is insanely useful, especially for unbunkering, and it's also useful everywhere just to combo stuff up. So if you lay down a glue bomb, follow it up by the big bomb, he will be CC'd for quite some time, and you can follow it up by some other stuff in the meantime. You can like switch to your pistol and use poison dart volley or some other stuff on your enemy, and your allies can also focus the CC target. It's very, very powerful. It's a long CC, lots of damage. But it's especially useful if you try to unbunker a node. So if you're sitting on a node and you use this, the enemy will try to dodge the glue bomb if he sees that there's a glue bomb happening, if a glue bomb is on the ground. But most of the time, your enemy will see the big bomb before he sees the glue bomb, and then he will think, oh shit, there's a big bomb, I need to save my dodge right now, so I can dodge that. And he won't recognize, like most people won't recognize that there's a small bomb as well. And, well, he will be hit by the bomb, and then he can't dodge anymore, and he will be screwed. He will have to use some other cooldown, but most of the time people just can't react fast enough to that, and they will just get hit by the big bomb. Alternatively, if the enemy notices, he might be able to dodge the glue bomb and evade the immobilize, but when the invincibility frame is over, the big bomb will go off already. So if he's still in the radius of the big bomb, he will get hit by that. And it's especially useful on nodes, because, okay, he could just dodge away, and then he won't get hit by the big bomb, and he will dodge the glue bomb like that. But on a node, he just can't do that. If you lay it down in the middle of a node, he won't have enough space to just run away from the big bomb. He will have to dodge it. But if you use this combo, he can't dodge both at the same time. I'm not sure. I don't think it's even possible, because invincibility frame will have... It is possible, but even so, if you use 2 dodges right away to avoid just the glue bomb and the big bomb, he will be fucked. I mean, he will have to use some other cooldown right away, or you can just hit so much stuff on him. But yeah, that's very useful, and not everyone knows about this. More entries started using this, but when I played actively a few months ago, it was not as common yet. And there's one more combo that I'm going to show you. It's gonna get nerfed soon, but still. You can lay down your elite and follow it up by a big bomb right away. and your enemy will get hit by the big bomb because he gets immobilized by your elite. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I will follow it up by a fire bomb, and with the concussion bomb to switch to my pistols, and then I can use my shield 4 or my shield 5 to CC my enemy even longer. But as you can see, I applied a lot of burning and a lot of damage on that enemy, and this way you can deal insane damage, and you can also just chain CC your enemy, and allies can help you to focus that enemy down in the meantime as well. Or you can just use this combo as well to try to hit your enemy out of the node. If you don't have your glue bomb up, you could use your elite as well for that and unbunker like that. But yeah, that's very, very powerful. With the patch, excuse me, with the patch they will reduce the net turret immobilize duration from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. I'm not sure if it will still be possible. It might still be, but we will have to see. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions or any feedback, please let me know. This is still one of my first Teldo Daily episodes, and I'm going to release another episode about combo finishers soon as well. So thank you very much for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.